We are going to begin with today's extraordinary hearing on Capitol Hill. It's rare to have the president's top military advisors disagree publicly with the commander-in-chief, but that's exactly what we saw today. Top Pentagon leaders admitted the sudden fall of Kabul in August caught them off guard. General Mark Milley, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, admitted U.S. credibility is now being questioned by our allies. And as for whether the U.S. can prevent al-Qaeda and ISIS from using Afghanistan as a launching pad for new terror attacks, well, the head of Central Command told senators that's yet to be seen. This is the first time Milley has spoken since it was revealed that he called his counterpart in China during the end of the Trump administration, something he was grilled about by senators. Well, CBS's David Martin is going to lead us off tonight with all those answers from the Pentagon.
5.5 hours of testimony before the Senate Armed Services Committee left no doubt top generals warned both Presidents Trump and Biden against a withdrawal of American troops. General Frank McKenzie is the overall commander for Afghanistan.
I recommended that we maintain 2,500 troops in Afghanistan.
But when asked last month whether his military advisors recommended keeping 2,500 troops there, President Biden said this.
No one said that to me that I can recall.
General Milley, that was a false statement by the President of the United States, was it not?
I'm not going to categorize a statement of a President of the United States.
General Milley, I can only conclude that your advice about staying in Afghanistan was rejected. Why haven't you resigned?
It would be an incredible act of political defiance for a commissioned officer to just resign because my advice is not taken. This country doesn't want generals figuring out what orders we are going to accept and do or not.
But books about the final days of the Trump administration portray Milley as doing just that, working behind his commander-in-chief's back because he feared Trump might provoke an international crisis.
You're quoted in the Woodward book as telling the top Chinese Communist military commander, quote, "If we're going to attack, I'm going to call you ahead of time." Is that true, General Milley?
I said, I'll probably call you. Everybody will be calling you. We're not going to attack you. Just settle down. It's not going to happen.
Milley insisted he was not working in secret. Other officials were on the calls with the Chinese, and still others knew about them.
I personally informed both Secretary of State Pompeo and White House Chief of Staff Meadows about the call, among other topics.
Milley was also portrayed as agreeing with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi that Trump was, quote, crazy. When asked about that, Milley ducked the question, saying, "I am not qualified to determine the mental health of the President of the United States." Norah?
David Martin with all those fascinating details from the Pentagon. Thank you, David.